Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys all stopping in here today. My name is Bill, and I'm from Armstrong Adventures, and we're going to be talking a little cruising today for those of you that are new to the channel. Hopefully your day was going well. Mine, it went pretty good. I'm in Detroit, and it was a little gloomy, rain, sprinkles. It wasn't too hard of a rain, but just some sprinkles. Not bad, you know. We talked about it the other day. April showers bring May flowers, so it's necessary. I don't mind a little bit of rain. It's been a while since I've been on a cruise, so you know I'm ready for a cruise. Oh, by the way, I am going on a cruise Monday. Leaves out. I'm flying down Sunday, and it leaves out Monday on Allure of the Seas out of Port Canaveral. Yay! And as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to start packing. It's a 4-day cruise. I don't need to pack much. I doing YouTube, I have to start paying attention because a lot of times I pack the same thing over and over. And oh, that's my favorite shirt. Oh, I like that, shirt when I go to the pool. I like that shirt when I go to dinner. I like that, and I have to mix it up a little bit. Try to at least. I am working on it. I know there's who was it? I am cruising Royal. I think she just got on a cruise today. I think she was going to she was on Independence of the Sea, and I think she's just boarding today for embarkation day. And oh, Ken, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you stopping in. Let me go ahead and run down the chat real quick. Relianne, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. I know I butchered the name. I'm sorry. My Flock, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Scott Smith, welcome in. Mr. Bill, oh no, it's Sluggo. Nancy B, the Scratcher, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Nancy B wants to be on a cruise. I do. I really do love cruising. And I've talked about it before, and now that it's getting close to this Allure of the Seas, I can't wait. Ken goes cruising. Ken, appreciate you being here as always, my friend. Najuma Brown, thank you for coming in here. Thanks for being a member of the channel. I appreciate it. Clock Family Adventures, Mike, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being a member of the channel. And Destination Fun, who is always there, always on time, always the greatest moderator ever. Rooted Famous. Famous, I don't think I've seen your video yet. Let me go look. I've seen your face on a few videos, but I don't think I've seen your video yet for your cruise. I think it was on the Magic with House of X and Leo's 40th birthday party or 40th birthday cruise. Najuma, I think I said welcome in, welcome in. Oh, there it is. I was looking for something. I know I just saw something. Nancy B says, I need just 374 more hours to get fully monetized. Woo! And when you do get that, you will be so happy. Tuber Chat. Welcome in, Tuber Chat. Appreciate you being in here always, Kevin. Thank you. Betty J is in the house. Welcome in, Betty. I appreciate you being in here. Betty, I caught a little bit of your live this morning. I was still in bed though. I had it on my phone. It played, so I caught some of it. I didn't stay awake for the whole thing, but I did catch some of it. I go back and catch some that I didn't see. Siobhan Parker from Parker's on the Go on the Facebook side. Welcome in, Siobhan. Appreciate you being in here. And for my members that are in here and Rooted and everybody, I think when I get back, I am going to have a private live with my members, and we're going to talk about YouTube and strategies for YouTube. If you don't know Controversial Cruising, or if you haven't connected with Controversial Cruising, sitting with him and me and him just talking about YouTube and certain analytics that we need to look at for our channels, I think you guys could learn a lot. I learned a lot from him, and we just sit there and talk, and we kick around what we're going to do to try to advance our channels. And Controversial Cruising, he has a lot of great ideas. He has a lot of great ideas. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to go on live by himself, but he has a lot of great ideas. So I want to put a show on. I don't know if he wants to do it a joint show or not, but I'd like to have him up there. But even if not, we're going to go over some YouTube strategies, YouTube, what you should be looking at, where you should be trying to improve your channels, what we think is good for your channels, what we think works. And it doesn't have to be about cruising. It could be, any channel. I mean, just some of the analytics and how do you grow your analytic time? How do you your retention of people coming into your channel? How do you get new people in there? There's so much. There's Scott. Welcome in, Scott. Appreciate you being in. I was just talking about that and talking about doing a Bud Files. Welcome in. Doing a show for my members only. And you're swimming through the ads. Thank you, Controversial. I appreciate it. It pays the bills. Life with Veek. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, I want to start to try to the little bit of knowledge. I think like who would want to know what I know? And even like cruising. Been on 40 some odd cruises, and it really didn't dawn on me that people have questions about cruising. Things that I take for granted. When I said I haven't packed for my cruise and I'm leaving it out Sunday, it's because it's like second nature. I mean, what I've started doing was I charging my earbuds, charging my wireless mic, charging my gimbal. So what I've done is make sure everything is charged. But I do that without thinking about it because it's what I do. Everybody's not like that. A lot of people have like a list of what they do for getting ready for a cruise. And I think a lot of people would love to talk about things like that. And oh, hold on. Nancy B. Appreciate it, Nancy. Nancy has joined the channel and became part of the family. Welcome in, Nancy, and thank you. Even though you've been here. Hold on. Let me throw this up here real quick. Nancy B, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. And hopefully I can make it worth, make it feel like it's worth it. And I haven't been doing that. And that's part of the issue that I have. And that's why I love talking to Scott. Scott motivates me. Betty motivates me as far as doing things for the channel. Now, Betty's big thing is don't promise too much. Give the people, give, as Angel would say, give the people what they want, but don't promise too much if you're not going to do it. So when I get back, I'm going to try to focus more on the channel and the members and providing a service to you guys, because I appreciate you so much. I mean, you guys help with the channel. You help pay the bills as far as the music I use in the videos and the StreamYard and TubeBuddy and all this other good stuff. So I really do appreciate it, and I want to make sure I give back to you. Siobhan says, "Hey, that's us. We focus on the equipment first and pack at the last second." Yeah, the clothes and things like that. I mean, it's like I got the things that I know that I want to take already, so that's easy to do. But the equipment, I want to make sure everything's charged. I don't forget anything because you get down. You get down in Florida and you don't have your cameras and stuff like that. It's kind of tough on a YouTube channel, even though I still would have a good time on a cruise. And for Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be going live from the Allure of the Seas. And hold on, let me do one thing real quick. I always tell you, Instagram always, it hates when I play music like that. That new member music, even though it wasn't much, it hates it. It kicks me off. So I am going to hit go live on Instagram so I can try to get a few more people in here. I want to try to vertical lives on YouTube. I haven't tried that yet. Life with V, a new member. Appreciate it, Life with V. I appreciate becoming a member. Hold on. You know what we're going to do with that one? Let me find it here. Thank you so much, Miss V. I appreciate it. Veronica. I get to meet Veronica. We're going on the cruise. Ednas World is having a cruise June 14th. On Margaritaville Islander, the brand new ship out of Tampa. If you guys want to connect with Life with V, I believe she's the travel advisor for that group. Connect with her if you want to come on and meet some of us. Edna, me, Controversial Cruising, Life with V. I don't know who else is going to be there, but I know we are, and I know it's going to be a party. DC On Demand, welcome in on the Instagram side. I appreciate you being in here, my friend. So anyway, that's going to be the whole thing as far as trying to give more to the community, and not just my members, but everybody in this cruise community, because it's such a great experience watching other people grow, and you learn so much. Or at least I do. I don't know about you guys. Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. Sid with C, welcome in. Enjoyed your interview on Point Blank Entertainment. Point Blank Experience. I think it's Experience if you look it up, but yes, Point Blank Rod. I appreciate you coming over. Check out the channel, See It With C. If you haven't seen the interview, I did an interview with Point Blank Experience, Rod. So go check him out. Go check out that interview. He got into my business. People found out more about me than than I ever told you guys on YouTube for the longest. DC on demand on the Instagram side. Hi Bill, how's it going? I can't highlight the chat over there, but that's why I read it. I'm doing well. I got a cruise coming up. I can't be doing better. Speaking of Edna's World, hey Edna, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you being in here. Just talking about your cruise coming up June 14th. I can't wait. I think I want to go live the first day of that cruise, because it's an inaugural cruise. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be big. And Siobhan, yes, you guys went on, but you handled trolls so well, Siobhan. But I did see that would be a problem as far as watching for the trolls. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate that. Keisha, welcome in, Keisha. Thank you. Controversial Cruising says, can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. They don't have, well, no, I think they do have they have the drink package. That might be the first time I ever buy the drink package. I've never bought the drink package before, but that might be one. Margaritaville at Sea, the older one, they didn't have like a true drink package. They had like a drink ticket. So let's say the drinks are $12. Well, you can buy a drink package for $99 for 10, which saves you a couple of dollars. I think on the new ship, they have an actual drink package. Borsk, Domke, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. So that might be the first time ever that I actually bought the drink package, because I gotta hang with V and Edna. I got to. And apparently Controversial Cruising. And if you saw me with chocolate martinis, you know I don't handle my drinks well. Saying hi to everybody in the chat. I live to pick with trolls, and it shows. I was telling, who was I telling? I was telling somebody about that because I was talking about going vertical, but it seems to bring in a lot of trolls. And I said, Siobhan, I mean, she's having a blast talking about them, and even in your comments on some of your videos where somebody comes in with a slick comment, and you just let it roll off, because you don't get upset about it. Even me, I usually don't. I never delete. Unless you're attacking somebody or it's a personal attack or like I call it a danger or something like that. If it's if somebody didn't like a video, they didn't like a video, and I still respond to them. And I don't delete them. And Siobhan, it appears to be that way too, because she just responded to the troll, and it's funny. Ricky Ocean. The Ricky Ocean joined on the Instagram side. Thank you, Ricky, for joining in on the Instagram side. I appreciate it. Mercy, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. I know I'm a little late, but so sorry about your dad. But I'm glad you're making it in. I know it's probably been about a month now. Praying for you guys and for peace in your household. What are you doing in Cozumel? We're planning on going to Paradise Beach. I love Paradise Beach. So yeah, if you're going to Paradise Beach, I'll go ahead and book that too. I do like Paradise Beach. And everybody's just saying hi. I'm just going down the chat real quick. Bill, don't let V get you with the running back. Come on, Siobhan. I gotta act like I gotta act like I can hang with the big dogs up here. Now I gotta at least act like it. But I am getting a little nervous. That's going to be exciting, even from the couch, to see Edna's and Miss V's world and Bill's world collide. Woo, tipsy Bill. Nah. I don't know if I can go live then. They might get good footage. Yeah, I used to let it get under my skin, but now I just give them the attention they ask for and then block them. Yeah. I don't. It is. It's part of the YouTube streets. Part of putting yourself out there like that. So you got to get used to it. The ocean life. What up? What's up, bro? Let me holler at you, Ricky Ocean. Let me holler at you. Where's the championship? Where's my Ricky? I don't have my championship belt. I would bring it down. Actually, it's my son's belt, but I carry the championship belt around, and every time I look at it, I think about you, Ricky, and that championship belt, because he was the life of the party. Matter of fact, Paradise Beach, we went there. Ricky Ocean, we went there last time. Last group cruise I went on, the booze cruise in October, and he had that championship belt, and he was the hit of Paradise Beach. Everybody wanted to know about that belt and want to take pictures with him and the belt. Siobhan, keep your advice to yourself. We are all here for the run it back. I'm nervous already. I am nervous already. I think I'm down to the bottom of the chat. Yesterday we talked about the cruise and the people that were late back, over an hour late back, and they didn't get on the ship, or the ship left. Well, it sounds like Norwegian is going to reimburse them for catching up with the ship. I really think Norwegian is going above and beyond helping the people out that missed the all on board time. I think they're going above and beyond. That's crazy. Thank you, Siobhan. I appreciate it. See, Keisha, some people look out for their friends. The ocean life. I'm heading back to Paradise Beach in a couple of weeks. Can't wait. It sounds like I'll be heading back there in June with Edna's World and her group cruise. They also got a note and a 6 sweet treats in each of their rooms. That's, yeah. But for why? For being late? Controversial cruising. You know, we butted heads yesterday about this topic. They were late. They shouldn't. Why should they get something special? Give me something special. I came back on time. Give me something special. I told you Monday I go on Allure of the Seas. I've been waiting since 2009. This sounds crazy. I've been waiting since 2009 to get on an Oasis class ship. I can remember when it first came out, and I thought that was the greatest ship I had ever seen. But I hated the price. I hated the price. Even though I was working and I probably was working 2 jobs at the time, I hated the price. I'm looking at it and I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna pay that much for a cruise. Well, little did I know cruise prices are gonna start creeping up everywhere. I finally get onto an Oasis class ship, and I can't wait. I'm going live Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time to give you my first impression of the ship. I've been on the ship for a couple of hours, so I'm gonna give you my first impressions of what I think of Allure of the Seas. And I know it's one of the older ships, and it hasn't been refurbished and all that other good stuff. But I think just the design of the ship is gonna blow my mind. MSC Meraviglia, I believe it probably would remind me something of the Oasis class ship. Araz TV, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping in. Glow Bees Travels, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. So that is what I'm going to be doing all this weekend. I'm working on a few things. I don't know how many of you would be interested in podcast. I still plan on doing 2 shows a week, one with Controversial Cruising and Banter with Bill. But we may venture off, or I may venture off into doing podcast. And a lot of and this is part of the thing when I tell you about talking about YouTube and things to improve your channel without putting in a whole lot of extra work. You can improve your channel probably with podcasts. And this is episode number 54 of Banter with Bill. I can actually go back and edit those down and probably make podcasts out of 50. So that would give me 50 shows of a podcast. Not so much like this. This one I'm just talking about things in general, but when I have like specific topics, what to bring on a cruise, what cruise ports are the best cruise ports, which are the worst cruise ports, what ships do you like the best? All those can be made into like podcasts. And I'm telling you, if you haven't connected with Controversial Cruising, connect with him, because he not only thinks a good game, he actually tries to do it. I mean, tonight he does trivia night with Jimmy the astute tourist, and then tomorrow night, Friday, I believe he does Match Game. It's, I don't know how old people are in here. There used to be an old TV show called Match Game, and he does that. It's Controversial Cruising. I don't know why he doesn't want to do things by himself, but he's amazing. His mind is analytical, and he'll guide you in the right direction. Now, whether you can pull off the things that he thinks your channel should do, but he's good. All in My World. Which ones are the best cruise ports? I mean, in a way, it's a podcast that you can watch. It's just another form of content, but that's it. It's content. All you're doing is repurposing your content. We come up with a lot of information, and it's tough coming up with new information, new things to talk about on YouTube or about cruising or about whatever topic. And this doesn't have to do with just cruising. Whatever topic you talk about with a podcast, you can expand your market to different formats, not just YouTube. And if you do a podcast, a lot of times you could just listen to it. Doing YouTube, like right now, I'm stopping. I have to interact with the chat, and which is, I mean, again, I love interacting with you guys, but it interferes with the flow of whatever I'm talking about. Again, right now, I'm not really talking about a whole lot other than my cruise and things that are coming up and people who are too late getting back on the cruise ship. But just think about being able to use that, repurpose your content to get more eyes on your channel. And what I love about, and Siobhan, I don't know if you're still in here, but what I love about Parker's on the Go and MH Family Adventures, they made it a business. I became a travel agent, but I'm not trying to be a business like they are. They put in so much work, but it's a business, and it's incredible what they do and how they do it. Follow them. I mean, I've been looking at those channels for a long time, and they're blowing up. But it's not just the channel; it's the business blowing up. Man, Leg Travel, welcome in, and AK Travel, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here. I mean, those are goals. If you follow people like that. And I'm not saying steal from them, but if you follow people like that, they can show you a way, and it's up to you to go find your own way, how to make it better, and things to do. I mean, this is a tough world on YouTube streets. John Paul Adventures, welcome in, my friend. I appreciate you being there, or being here. I'm thinking about you over at Betty's. Controversial Cruising, you're not going to miss Dirty Words Jumble with Captain Controversy and the Carnival Cruise Addicts. Is that Match Carnival Cruise Addicts? That's Match Game. So that's Friday night. Let's see. Talking to Miss V. I think I'm caught up. There we go. I'm caught up. And Controversial Cruising, thanks for being a member. I appreciate it so much. I have to get better at acknowledging my members. I have to get better at providing services for my members. So that was when I come back from this cruise, that's what I'm going to try to step up doing, and make it more interesting. I read all my comments and things like that, and I want to make. I look at my own content, and I get bored with it. I get when I do my filming, it's like I do it the same way. I have to learn how to break it up. I got me my a new tripod so I can set it up so I can film myself doing something. So it's not the same. You want to keep it interesting for people. You want to bring people in. You want new eyes on your channel, and you don't want to. One of the things we do all the time is when we first come on, like I first come on today, I talked a little bit, and then I went down the chat to say hello. Now imagine being new to a channel, first time coming to a channel, and you click on that, and all you see is me like, hello, Scott. Hello, Betty. Hello, Sherry. Hello. You click off within the first 30 seconds. If you ever go to your analytics, if you can retain people for 30 seconds, if you can maintain 70% of your audience at the 30-second mark, not 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. If you can maintain them for the first 30 seconds, you're doing good. And you probably say, oh, that sounds crazy. 30 seconds. So you have 30 seconds to get people to like want to watch your channel. And that's why I kind of learned a little bit from Destination Fun to try to put teasers in the beginning of the video to like, oh, I want to see what that is. Oh, did you see that pool? I want to see that. You have to try to capture their attention if you want to retain people watching your videos. And dealing with Scott, I didn't realize how many people went back and watched the lives. Let's say my live does, let's say this live right here does 100 views. So 2 days from now, I see 100 views. I'm like, well, that live is dead. I never put much stock into lives until I went back. Scott had me go back and look at some of our old lives from our show, Cruise Talk Live. And to my amazement, there were like, 400-500 people in that live or had viewed that live. And it's like, really? So what I want to do, and this is going to be part of the members only, but I'll give it with you guys. What I'm going to do is go back and edit those lives to make it interesting from beginning to end, to make it on point from beginning to end, and cut out all the fluff of me joking about chocolate martinis, Scott. So instead of me, joking about that, it's more about staying on point. Parker's on the go. Appreciate you coming in on the Instagram side. Thank you so much. And the reason I go on Instagram side and I do Facebook to just, it's not that a whole lot of people go over there, but it does put more eyes on your channel, and the more eyes you get on your channel, I think the better it is. I do what I call like the 1% rule. If I have 1,000 subscribers, I'd like to get 1% of that in my chat. Like when I do a live, 1%. I'm 10% of 1,000 would be 100. Yeah, 1%. So we're looking at 10. So if I have 1,000 subscribers, if I can get 10 people in the chat, I'm happy. Right now I have 23 people in here, and my sub count is probably about 1,600. I'm not quite sure, 1,600 and something. So I feel pretty good. I about 16 would be good. So when I get off this live, I'm gonna go back, look at the analytics, see where it peaked, see where it dropped off, because you can tell if I start talking about bubblegum factories in Detroit, and I talk about that for 4 or 5 minutes, you can see where people start to leave your chat. And if you go back and put it up there, you realize, hey, that didn't work. I can't talk about that. I need to move on. Or that segment didn't work. And you could tell, and that's part of learning. That's part of learning how to grow your channel. Leave them in suspense. Yes, Destination Fun, and I appreciate you showing that. Maggie, I appreciate you being in here. I saw you pop in, and I got to talking and running my mouth, and I didn't acknowledge you, but Maggie, I appreciate you coming in here. Thank you so much. And it's always good to see new people coming in here, talking and just interacting. And actually, I have a poll up. I forgot all about the poll. I mentioned the poll to you guys. I have a poll up. Let's see. What does the poll say? What is your next cruise? Because I'm excited. Did I tell you I'm excited about my cruise on Monday? I'm excited about my cruise. What is your next cruise? 2 months or less? 3 to 6 months? 7 months or longer? Let me know. And if you want to put it in the chat as far as where you're going, what cruise line, tell me. I need secret. I really need secrets about Allure of the Seas. What should I do? Honestly, this Allure of this Royal. I've been on one Royal ship, and it was 6, 7, 8 years ago. I don't even think they had the app then. I don't think they had the app. Oh, I knew I missed somebody. Traveling Checks, welcome in. Lisa, I saw you. I missed it. I didn't miss it. I saw it, but I started running my mouth, and I didn't acknowledge you. Traveling Checks, they are on the Carnival Luminosa, a 31-day cruise from Brisbane, Australia, I believe, going through Guam and Japan and heading to Alaska and then to Seattle. I think they're at sea. I think the first 7 days they're at sea. So I'm sure that they're still at sea. They probably left like 2 or 3 days ago. So they're at sea. So that man, I know that they did if you haven't checked them out, they did a cabin tour. So make sure you check out their cabin tour of their new home for 31 days. Destination Fun says 31 days until Allure of the Seas. I need today's the last day. Today's the last day for me to make reservations. I got reservations for the ice show. I got reservations for Mamma Mia. I got reservations for the steakhouse. Is it Chops Grill? I bought my tickets for Hideaway Beach at Perfect Day at Coco Key. Okay, K. Perfect Day at Coco K. And I bought a ticket to the water park. If you knew me, you know how hard that was to plan in advance. So my second day at sea, my whole day already is planned. This is so not me. I mean, I don't even think I scheduled a nap in there. VS Speaks Royally, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Yes, Chops Grill is the steakhouse. So I got that book. I want to compare that to Carnival. Traveling Adventures with Eric B. Thanks for stopping in, Eric. Carnival Cruise Addicts says 113 days until Carnival Magic. Way too long. It's not. It'll be here before you know it. Everybody's saying hi. Did I tell you how weird it is? Doing lives by yourself is so weird because you don't hear any other voices. There's a couple of people, like when I read their chats, Betty, when I read their chat, I hear it in their voice, but it's really tough because you just want to start talking. So when I start scrolling down here and there's like that dead air space, that's like the one thing you really don't want is dead air space. I try to avoid it. Getting back to some cruise news. There's a ship in Spain. They got on the ship. It's MSC ship. They got on in I believe Brazil, and now they're in Spain. They're supposed to be going to another port. But once they got to Spain, they realized that 69 people on the ship, they don't have the proper they don't have the proper documentation, the proper visas. And I ran into that problem when I did a cruise from Seattle to Australia. I had to have a visa for Australia to get in. They let people on the ship. Now, they told me that I had to have it. I couldn't get on the ship without it. They had people on the ship that didn't have that visa. So there were a handful of people that had to get off. We stopped in Honolulu. We stopped in Hawaii first. They had to get off the ship in Hawaii because their visa didn't come through. And I never understood that. I don't understand how you could let somebody on the ship if they don't have the proper documentation. That just seems like bad business. Well, MSC, it sounds like the people got on the ship. They had documentation, but it turned out to be fake. So whoever they went through, travel agent, whatever happened, 69 people, and it sounds like they were all from the same country. So it's whoever they went to probably did not do what they were supposed to do. So now they couldn't even get into Spain. Eventually, they got off the ship, and now the ship is back on en route. But my question is, how does that happen? If you need a visa, if they know I need a visa to go to Australia, how does MSC let me on? How does a cruise line? I won't say MSC. How do you let me on? Because Carnival did the same thing. They did the exact same thing, and people had to get off. People had to get off the ship in Hawaii because they did not have a visa to enter Australia. How do you let them on the ship? That's just poor business practices. Antoinette at Fun, welcome in, my friend. I appreciate you being in here. I saw that on Cruise Radio this morning. It's crazy. Yeah, it's been going on for a couple of days. There was like, I don't think they let the people off the ship. They like just held the ship there because they didn't have the visas. I think it's called like a Schengen visa. When you get to Europe, it's like instead of visas for like it's for how we have different countries. They have like a Schengen. I might pronounce it wrong, but it's to cover like 7 different countries, and somehow their visa wasn't proper. Leg travel happened to be me for Australia, but they said I could resolve in Sydney. Really? I came through while I was on the ship. And that's what happened. A lot of people, I'm up by the poolside, and people started screaming, yeah! And I'm like, what happened? Who won the football game or whatever? And somebody said the visa came the visa came through because it's an app. And for me, it took 10 minutes to get my visa from Australia. Some people, it took a little bit longer. It depends on, about your history or whatever. And if they like you or not. But it sounded like leg travel. It sounded like you got on the ship. But see, again, what if it didn't come through though? Do you get off early? And apparently that's what a lot of people did. That Transpacific cruise was a disaster. Also, leaving Seattle, going to Hawaii, as we approached Hawaii, they told people they could not guarantee the internet past Hawaii. And people, they were working on the ship. It was a 23-day cruise. They were literally working on the ship, and they needed internet, and they couldn't guarantee it. People had to get off in Hawaii. That they had to stop the cruise because not stop the cruise. The people had to get off the cruise ship because they couldn't guarantee the internet. It did work. It not necessarily the premium package, the highest speed, but you were able to get internet most of the time. I didn't have many problems because I did get the internet. But how do you not tell people ahead of time that the internet's not going to. This is not your first Trans-Pacific cruise. How do you not tell them ahead of time that the internet may not work between Hawaii and Australia? That's just, I don't know. It's just poor business practices. And I've run into that a little bit with Carnival. And I'm going to get back into that in a couple of seconds. All Aboard Travel and Cruise, welcome in. Thank you for joining me on the Instagram side. I appreciate you being in here, my friends. They also, I bought you had to have insurance. Whatever islands we were hitting, we hit Fiji or something. I think it was Fiji. You had to have insurance to get off the ship. You had to have insurance. So you had to have insurance to get off the ship. So they had made everybody, you had to get insurance in Fiji. I got to the port. I bought Carnival's insurance, and there's no place. If you ever book insurance through Carnival, there's no place to print it out. There's nothing to print it out. There's nothing to print out. Talked to my travel advisor, and don't worry about it. You got it through Carnival. I get there. And they wanted to see proof that I had insurance. I said, I bought your insurance. It should be right there on my record. I had to go on my phone and pull up my account where I paid I think it was $49. And that was like, you got to be kidding me. I bought your insurance so I wouldn't have any hassles. Leg travel. So maybe that's why they let me on. They let people on, and a few, as I said, a few people did not. Did not. Oh, I'm sorry. A few people it came through, but there were a ton of people that, a handful of people, 10 people that had to get off. I'm just looking at this name over here on our Instagram side. There are a few people that came in on the that it came through on the ship, on the cruise ship. So I don't know. It just seems like you're setting people up for failure when you do stuff like that. And I understand that, hey, it's a trip of a lifetime and things like that. But if you got to kick them off in Hawaii, it could turn into a nightmare of a lifetime. They couldn't get a good Waikiki signal. Yeah, bad joke, controversial. But it's no worse than a cruise lines letting people with outstanding warrants sell the whole cruise and then getting cuffed after the cruise ends. Well, I mean, that's, you knew you had a warrant coming in. At least you got a vacation out of it before you got locked up. I am surprised by the number of people that on these long. I don't know about transatlantic. I'm gonna stick to Transpacific cruises. I don't know about when you call Carnival, you get a hold of people and it's like they have no clue of what you need, what you're gonna do, what happens. I had some friends that were on a cruise ship leaving Sydney or leaving Brisbane or Sydney, and they wanted to depart. It stops in Hawaii and then heads to Seattle, and they wanted to get off in Hawaii. And some people on Carnival saying no, you can't do it, and other people saying, oh yeah, you can do it, it'd be no problem. How do you not know that ahead of time so people can make plans accordingly? I don't understand that. I just, and it would be different if it was something like that you don't do every year. Every year they reposition ships, and it just I don't know how you can be in business and not have those answers readily available. Oh, destination fun. Hopefully, hold on. Destination fun. Let's talk. Let's talk apps. Let's talk apps and fun times. Yes, traveling check. I was actually using your story as the example. I just didn't want to give your name out. I didn't know if you wanted me to give your name out there. But yes, you had that issue. You were who I was thinking about, that it became, it was a problem. And it's like, it shouldn't be a problem. If you wanted to kick me off, you could kick me off. Okay. Controversial cruising. Paper or app? Which one do you like better? I love having, let's see. I have my app. Am I signed in? Hold on. Am I signed? Let me sign in here. I thought I was already signed in. Anyway, I have my app on my phone for Royal, and I was able to book everything in advance. And I booked my dinner reservations, my my excursions, the beach. I literally booked everything online. Did it all on my phone. They're looking up my cruises now. My cruises? How many cruises do I have? Allure of the Seas. It's all right there. It's all right here. Wait a second. I want to do excursions. All my excursions, all my discounts, everything is right there. It's so handy. You know what's going on the ship. I just did a 16-day cruise. These are my fun times on Carnival. Look at all this. Look at all this on my phone or all this. This is crazy. This is literal. And okay, well, so the first night. So the first night, Maggie, I see your question, Maggie. I'm going to tell you that in a couple of seconds. So the first night they bring you this for the next day. What's 3 days from now? What do you do? What's going on? What's the menu in the steakhouse? What's the menu in the main dining room? You don't know. You have no clue. What's going on? I have no clue. With the phone, this is just a waste. This is just a waste of paper. Except for Maggie, let me find it. If you don't have a phone or your phone breaks. If you don't have a phone or your phone breaks, Nancy B, welcome in on the Instagram side. I see you there. Beat Addie My. I'm butchering that name. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it right. Beat Addie My on the Instagram side. Welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. If your phone breaks or the Wi-Fi goes down or whatever, that's the time to have paper apps, and they do have them available. But I don't need. Well, and that's what we're talking about. What the phone breaks, then you need a paper one. I got you. You go get one. My phone died and I can't check into dinner. What you left your charger in Arizona or something? How did your phone die? There's 19 million plugs. How do you not plug your phone up? You go to sleep at night. How do you not charge your phone up when you sleep? Wait a second. And I just missed the Whitney Houston cover band because my phone died. Well, they do print them up. If your phone does die, you can still go get it. But why would I want to carry? Why would I carry that around? I was about to pick up another one. Why would going to dinner? Here, come on, bring me the menu that 9,000 other people have grabbed. Bring the menu here. Let me touch that instead of using my own phone for the menu. TNT Travel in Tracy. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here. Give me my phone. It's my camera. I'm taking pictures of my food anyway. I'm good. I'm Gucci, as some people say. We like having the fun times. We saved them. I brought them back just for that reason. And hold on. On Journey Cruises, they go back to like the old Carnival Capers day. This is what it used to be called. So then they print this up. The old school time, one page. This is how they used to look. So they print them up for people who want to keep souvenirs. And I do understand that. If you want to keep souvenirs, I don't use them. Sherry, I don't know if you're being funny here. I haven't said, and again, one time this, I don't think so. This entire live. You should have the option of paper or in the app or both. They do. I mean, at least Carnival does. They give you the option. As a matter of fact, here lately they've been just bringing the paper copy and leaving it in the room, and I stack them up in the corner. I never touch them. And I know. Destination Fun big thing was to be able to highlight what you want to do that night. I and you can't do it on the phone here, but on the cruise ship you could actually like hit a heart and it highlights for you, puts you in what you want to do tonight, and it also lets everybody else in your party know that, hey, Warmstrong wants to go here. He's going to go see the comedy show tonight. It's just such an easy 21st century people. Let's catch up sometime. Okay, Keisha, but those paper copies come in so handy for after the cruise when you're trying to remember activities, and of course when putting together those awesome cruise videos. Well, if you watched Mike Clock the other day, he was showing you how to record your screen, where you can record all your activities on your phone. Boom. You have it all there. You can record the menus, and they're nice and clear. You can put them in your video. No excuse. Right, Mike? You agree with me on that one, Mike, right? I was on Jubilee New Year's Eve, and we were without internet for 24 hours. We depended way too much on our phones. We do depend way too much on our phones, but all you do is you have a backup if the phone goes down. If the phone goes down, that's yes. But try looking up the menu for 2 days from now on any Carnival ship. Try to look up. I would say activities, but the activities. Okay, well, the activities. Let's go down to the excursion desk and look at the activities when you have them. You have them right there on your phone. People, come on, catch up with the times. You never know. If I see Warmstrong Adventures on a cruise, then I have something for him to sign. Oh, I don't sign anything. You'll never see what my signature looks like. Don't say that again. I'm trying so hard not to say it. We just passed the Solomon Islands. I don't even know where the Solomon Islands are, but I'm assuming it's in the South Pacific. Must be nice. I can't wait. Buckle up and travel. Buckle up adventures. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Thanks for coming in here. Right when you get on the ship, they ask you paper or app stick. Oh boy, terrible jokes. Terrible jokes. What if I don't want people in my group knowing where I'm going? Then don't hit the heart button. If you don't want people to know where you're going, and then you want to be secretive, go paper or don't connect with the group. I got a whole autograph book for my first YouTube group cruise. Really? Bantering. You got 3 pages for Bantering Bill, Tipsy Bill, and Swimming Bill. Swimming Bill doesn't swim. I don't know. It's just I just know I'm always going to have my phone with you, and I guarantee you every time when we go on Utopia of the Sea, every time I see Sherry, she's going to have her phone with her. Every time, I guarantee you. Stop being antisocial, Sherry. Let them know that you're interested in going to the comedy show. Angel, welcome in, Angel. Give the people what they want. Together we travel. Will, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Oh, I floated. Yeah, you did. I did. It was. Did I tell you how cold it was, Keisha? On Luminosa, they have a heated pool in the back of the ship on whatever deck it is. Was it adult? only area. I don't think it was an adult only area either. But they had a pool back there, but it was heated. So I was in Alaska and I went in the pool and it was cold. I mean, it literally when I went in the pool and put my head up, it felt like people were sticking me with needles. It was so cold. Oh man, I'm sorry. I ran my mouth for a whole hour. I didn't realize it was an hour. My bad, people. My bad. We are up here for an hour. Let's controversial cruising and Jimmy the Astute Tourist tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time for Thursday trivia. Make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you check out Warmstrong Adventures. I have a premiere Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I have a live from Allure of the Seas. I may go live a few times. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play it by ear because I'm going to be on there with family. So family always comes first. But I am going to go live at 3 p.m. Eastern time to just give my first impression of what I think about Allure of the Seas and Royal. So check me out then. Destination Fun, you can check her out at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday evenings. I am Betty J Gathers. You can check her out Monday at 9:30 a.m. Clock Family Adventure is at 9 p.m. Sunday nights. Clock, I think. All right, something like that. Destination Fun. We might do a pop-up Sunday from the Port of Tampa. I like watching the ships roll out. I watch it all the time. The Miami port. I watch it all the time. I love it. Oh, why did I think 9? 7 p.m. Eastern time for Mike Clock Family Adventures. They 7 p.m. Eastern time. They Sunday. So make sure you check them out. And no, Scott, that's nope. If she said she was going to be on Sunday for a pop-up, that would be a planned pop-up, which I never understood. She said she might pop up, might. So that you don't know. You know why you don't know? Because it's a pop-up. So I got to agree with her on that one. Emily, welcome in. What's today? Thursday night. I don't know who else goes live, but I appreciate you guys coming here and hearing me rant a little bit. For all my members, be on the lookout. When I come back, we're gonna do a live. I'll try to contact you guys and find out what's a good time for us to go live, so we can all just sit back and don't feel obligated to come. But for those creators that want to who want to talk about YouTube, Betty and I used to do this all the time. We used to, we had a little group together where we would try to look at each other's videos and comment on our videos and things that we should be doing, shouldn't be doing. Like saying, and again, see, only very, very few people ever, remind me how much I say, and again. Very few people ever reminded me about that. People that really are really interested in your channel. It's not a put down. They're trying to help me break up the ums. A lot of us have those phrases that we say all the time. Keisha says Parker on the Go have premieres and live tonight. So check out Parker's on the Go. Siobhan, she was just in here, so make sure you go check her out. It's probably about 7. It might be 6. Their premiere might be at 6 o'clock. So if their premiere is at 6, go there and check them out. Great channel, and take notes. They really put in the work. Now you don't have you won't have the personality that they have, but that's great because you have your own personality, and you just learn things from a lot of subscribers. And I don't care how many subscribers they have, you can learn from anybody. So again, I appreciate everybody coming in here, and as always, make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And we are out of here. Thank you. Watch for me Monday afternoon. Be going live. See you then. Bye-bye.